Hey guys, welcome to the Week 13 preview. Before I get into the preview here, I need to put a giant shout out to Bogus. Bogus, wonderful job on last week's write-up. Probably one of the better write-ups we've had in a long, long time. Great job. I know that you'll be the next commissioner next year, so I know I'm leaving this in great hands. You'll do a much better job than I've done. So, well done there. And on to the week 13 previews. So a lot is at stake for a lot of different teams. Nobody's really fighting for nothing this week except for Jimmy. Jimmy's got a first round bye, first seed. He's the only one that has nothing going. He can, however, knock Matter out of the out of a playoff spot and into the consolation bracket if he does win. So Matter's got a lot to fight for. Sitting here at 6-6, so we'll see how that works out for Matter. Jimmy's just trying to knock people out. The people at the bottom, the three of us, me, T-Bess, and Flynn, are all hoping to win this weekend, so that they don't have to worry about owing an extra $50 or a bottle of alcohol to Jimmy. So we're all trying to fight it out. So I don't think any of us are going to be easy matchups this week. Let's take a look from the top. We've got Bad Motherfuckers, my team, facing Steinballers. Steinballers is sitting right in the middle of the pack over there. I mean, he's currently in the number 2 seed, but he is 7-5. The good thing going for him is he has a lot of points scored, so he is probably safe even if he does lose this week to make the playoffs. So things are looking up for Steinballers. Next matchup, we've got Flynn's Platoon of Whimper against 80 Degrees When I Tell a Bitch Please. J-Mo really needs to win this week. If he does lose to Flynn, there's a chance that Flynn, it's a slight chance. J-Mo does have a good 60-point lead. If J-Mo does end up losing and me and T-Bess end up winning, and Flynn does a number on him, J-Mo could potentially end up in the 12th spot, and he would be the one buying. But things are looking okay for J-Mo, even if he doesn't win this week, even though he's favored to win this matchup. Next, we've got No Romo against In Harbaugh We Trust. This is a good matchup, a great matchup, actually. Both teams are 6-6. Chances are who ends up losing out of this matchup will be out of the playoffs. Actually, most likely, especially if it's Jay Den. He's currently sitting in the 8th seed. He does need to win this matchup and get a little bit of help to get into the playoffs. Drew Tay is currently sitting in the last seed, the number 6 seed, so he's hoping to pull off a victory here. He is favored in this matchup, so things are looking good for Drew Tay. Next, we've got Breast on My Balls facing Show Me Your TDs. This could be a very, very interesting matchup. If Breast on My Balls, TP, ends up losing this matchup, there's a chance that he could fall from virtually being a lock last week, prior to last week of making the playoffs, into being completely out of the playoffs. So this is a very, very good matchup. Not an easy one for either team. Both of them are 7-5. Show Me Your TDs is looking a little bit better just because they have a decent amount of points, at least more than Breast on My Balls. So Bogus, you've got the leg up. You do also have all the championships, so your experience should carry you out to a victory and potentially even a first round bye. Next matchup, we've got Shave Percy against Joe Buck Yourself. This is one of the few times that I will actually be rooting for Juice. Sorry, T-Bess, I've got to pull against you just because I don't want to buy a bottle of alcohol, and I don't want to be in 12th with the potential chance of losing more than just that bet and losing the other side bets that Matter will probably let us know next week on what ends up happening and who owes what. The final matchup I did talk about a little bit. We've got Explosive Flacolanche against Sad Handshab. Matter here needs a victory. With that victory, he would solidify himself as a playoff seed, most likely either 4 or 5. Matter, looking good for making the playoffs. When I'm looking at points here, as long as Steinballers does beat me, he probably doesn't have a shot at number 2 seed. But if I'm able to pull off an upset against Steinballers, then Matter could potentially climb all the way to a first round bye. Great matchups this week. I saw that some people like Juice are already looking next year. Picked up Justin Blackman for a potential 10th round keeper. I'm going to allow everyone to keep picking up players from waiver wires. It's going to be the standard $1 fee all the way throughout the playoffs. I will only kind of stop teams from picking up players if you've teams that are pretty much lost in the first round. They don't have anything really to fight for. So I would ask those players, if you do lose in the first round, whether it be the consolation bracket or the winner's bracket, that you don't pick up any players. So if you're planning on picking somebody up, you can go ahead until Saturday of this weekend to pick anybody that could potentially be a keeper for you. Other than that, this is pretty much your Week 13 preview. I wish you guys all a happy Thanksgiving and a safe one. Good luck this weekend in all the matchups. It's going to be interesting. It'll be tight. We'll find out here on Monday who's made the playoffs. I'll have a wrap-up most likely either Tuesday or Wednesday for you guys. So drive safe. Have a great Thanksgiving. Good luck again. And we'll see you a little bit later. Bye, guys.